Could you imagine if I didn't like your family?
Yeah, that was super important to me. I don't even think I would be with you if you didn't like get along with my family.
It says, enjoy life with your wife,
Ooh.
whom you love. I got out of my car and I start to walk away towards the house.
And we're all like, hey, hey, go get your car.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to A Little Faith, A Lot of Love podcast. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Liana.
And this is episode 3. Now, I have to sort of break something down because, a couple things. So, episode 2, we told you guys we were going to film right away, but that did not happen because our baby woke up. So, we had to stop recording. And, we had to love on her real quick. So, we actually filmed those around like noonish, right? During her nap time. So, yeah, the rest of our day happened and our baby was up. So that's what happened. But guess what? Since then, we have now gotten merch. We got
Whoop, whoop.
Little Faith, A Lot of Love merch, guys.
Sure
I think that
did.
deserves a... There it is. It deserves a little bit of that. Yeah, what more? What else? What else is there to announce? I think... Is that it?
I think you said it.
Is that pretty much? How's your day today, baby? Was it good?
It was good. It was
good.
fast.
Fast?
Had a really good day.
Fast day. Yeah, I feel you. Mine went a little slow, but I think that's good. So the first topic of today's podcast is gonna be the impact of social media on Marshall or
On Marshall?
the impact of social media on marital relationships.
There you go.
And I'm gonna leave that in for you, baby. I'm gonna leave all that in there for you, so All right, so let's get into it. So the impact of social media on marital relationships. I think this can be a serious topic for a lot of people. I think social media has it could potentially end relationships if you're using it a certain way. It has a potential to, I don't know if it has the potential to strengthen a relationship, but
Hey, if your words of affirmation and I'm on Facebook all the time talking about how great you are, strengthen.
this is true. That's definitely one way that it will strengthen your relationship. But either way, I feel like you have to, be good about how you handle your social media. I think it can be dangerous because there's so much on social media, especially these days. I feel like it's crazy. Like, you could just run into some crazy things that's not good.
Yeah.
For
any relationship.
for any relationship. So do you have anything specific that you think about when you think about social media and marital relationships?
Yeah, for sure. I think that social media is what you make it. So it can either, strengthen or break down. Just because Facebook asks you how your day's going doesn't mean you always have to respond to it.
True.
Do not have to make social media your private diary.
Right.
So you don't want to put last night's fight on there or, things
Right.
of that.
Right. It's better to keep things personal between the two of you, because then everybody's in your business. Oh, hey.
Hey, bud.
Hey, there's our cat
Booty.
right there.
Don't put your booty on the screen.
Hey, see, look.
No booty on the
Now
screen.
your booty's all on social media.
This is why social media is not healthy for relationships. No booty.
Oh man. No, but social media can also cause a lot of jealousy. It can get messy. There can be a lot of drama. You can mistake other people's things and think it's about you when it could not be about you. Like, there's so many things. There could be like the randoms that just want to add and be your friend that could, infuriate somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes back in the day.
Yeah, absolutely. And wait, what are you talking about?
I was talking about me, but
No, I want to know now.
oh, you want to know? Oh, I don't know. I didn't. You, I mean, obviously you're gorgeous, so you used to get a lot of friend requests from what I could see, and I'm like, dang, who are these people? Do you remember that specific season in our life when that was a thing? We got it down. Like these things don't happen with us anymore. I think we're pretty good on social media. Like whatever issues we had.
I think we only add people we know.
Yeah.
I think we're very careful. You know, it's a learning curve, right? Because boundaries, and where do boundaries stand with each individual, each relationship is different. Like
Right.
what's okay for us might not be okay for another relationship.
Right.
And for me, I feel like strict, but I also feel like it's common sense. Like we need to protect what we have,
Yeah.
so that, you know, we don't run into temptations or anything like that. And so that we're staying respectful to each other.
Right.
I think that's super important. So, yeah, I mean, I don't remember that, but
Oh, wow. Well, that's good though. If you don't remember it, that's good. I guess I remember how I used to feel a little insecure when there was so many guys that were trying to get in your DMs, and I was like, why is she adding these guys? Like, is she trying
Yeah.
to find a replacement for
Yeah,
me?
yeah,
Because,
yeah.
you know, we weren't married yet, and also like we were dating, and you know, even though I had the intentions of being your husband, I don't know if you felt that way yet. So
Yeah.
to me, it was like, can you please stop trying to find my replacement right now?
oh my goodness, that's
You know,
so funny.
but we're here, guys.
We
you
are
know,
here now.
8 years married.
And I do
in
think
August.
that you should only accept people now. As I'm older, I feel like things change, right? Like, cause growth, right?
Yeah.
You have to grow. And I do feel like you should only accept people you know.
Yeah,
That's
of
just me
course.
though. But that's because like we live in a world now where it's not even safe
Right,
to
right.
post certain things and have people see certain things, because there's so many people out there who you don't know what their real intentions are. So just keep it safe and add people you know. And if you don't know them, that's okay.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, it's called a friend request, so
Yeah.
you should add
Friends.
friends.
Yeah, people you know. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and that'll be good for anyone's marriage to follow that advice. Only add friends. Keep your business to your business. Keep it in your house. All your problems stay within yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves, and
Yeah. Once you put your problems out on Facebook, then people have the opportunity to respond, and that just causes chaos within your marriage. And you just don't want that, because you're not fighting everybody on Facebook. You are with your spouse at the end of the day.
Right.
You two are supposed to team up together, get things worked out, and you can't do that on Facebook. You
Right,
do
right,
that
right.
within the home or your safe space.
Exactly. Well said, baby. So this time I came a little prepared. So I got a scripture actually to go with this, because you know we're trying to be disciples with this here podcast. So this is from Ephesians 5:25 through 28. It says, "Husbands, love your wives, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up to her, or up for her, to make her holy, cleansing her by the washing with water through the word, and to present her to himself as a radiant church, without stain or wrinkle or any other blemish, but holy and blameless. In this same way, husbands ought to love their wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself."
Big amen to that.
Big amen. So we're supposed to love our wives. It says, you know, how Jesus Christ loved the church and gave himself up. So we're supposed to really like be protectors. And, you know, I don't really 100% know how this is going to connect to social media right now. But,
Also, I forgot to start the timer.
oh, it's all good. It's
Oh,
all good.
okay.
We've been going for 11 minutes.
Oh, got you. As long as you know. I'm sitting here like, I'm sorry.
It's all good. Guys, we are still new with this. All right.
Forgive us.
We're gonna get better. We're gonna get better. But also Proverbs 4:23 says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. So I think in regards to social media, that is like what you let in, what you bring in, what you see. So depending on what you are following on social media, what you're looking at on social media, that can come in to yourself, and then that can, you know, affect yourself, your spirit, and everything that you do, and your relationship. So that was a good verse I found that had to do with social media and guarding your heart, you know, because whatever you bring in through your eyes, through your ears, it essentially affects your heart, and from your heart everything flows from it. So
100%.
so there it is. All right, I think we covered that.
Yeah, don't use social media as your counselor,
Boom.
as your outlet.
Boom. I agree. All right, so on to the next topic. The next topic is, I don't know if this is gonna get spicy. I don't think so. Not for us, at least. Handling in-laws. Hold up.
Ooh,
Handling
spicy.
in-laws and extended family dynamics. So yeah.
It's sad since I don't like your in-laws. Just kidding.
Babe, what if my mom watches our podcast?
I'm just kidding.
Nah, she's kidding. She's kidding.
She knows that.
No, but yeah, I think we're both pretty lucky. I mean, I'm gonna speak for myself.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm pretty lucky because as soon as I came into your family, I feel like I love them. Like they're just like my family. So, and they're super welcoming. They all welcome me. I still remember the first day that I came over, and that
We all remember the first day that you came over. Story time.
Oh man,
Is this story time?
No, this wasn't supposed to be story time. Okay, I'll tell the story. Okay, guys. Just because my wife wants you, I didn't want to do this, but just because my wife wants me to tell you. So the first time that I came over, all right, let me back up.
This is good. This is so good.
So her family meets like every Sunday. Now it's a little less frequent, maybe every other Sunday or whatever, but they used to meet every Sunday, all right? So when I was dating her, I finally got to come one Sunday, or she let me come one Sunday, all right? So I had a manual shift card. This is important to the story. So I pull up in my black on black Scion TC manual shift.
So cool.
So there's like a cul-de-sac, right? Like they're at the end of a cul-de-sac. They're the only house well, there's two houses, but her grandma owns both houses at the end of the cul-de-sac, which is super dope, by the way. And so it's like all that is parking for anybody who comes over. So I kind of did a roundabout there. I see everybody's already like hanging out at her grandma's porch because it's a big porch, like a wraparound porch.
Parking lot pimping.
Parking lot pimping.
Porch pimping.
Porch pimping. So I pull up, I see everybody, I'm like waving, like, hey, beep, 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 you know. So I come around the cul-de-sac and I park my car, and I'm so excited to get out or whatever, just to like, I don't know, make a good impression or whatever. But I have forgot to put my car, I forgot to put the e-brake and put it in gear. If anybody drives a stick, you know that's bad. So I got out of my car and I start to walk away towards the house.
And we're all like, hey, hey, go catch your car.
My car starts rolling backwards. So I got to go chase my car, hop in and step on the brake and pull the emergency brake.
Oh my goodness.
And this was the first time I ever met her family.
Welcome to the family, babe.
So that, yeah. Anyways, what were we talking about? No, in-laws. In-laws,
yeah.
and extended family dynamics. So yeah.
I think it helped for us too because culturally we have the same background. And to our advantage, a lot of our family knew each other already because we grew up in such a small city that, you know, everyone kind of knew everybody. So
Right. Yeah,
I think that helped. And just us both having the background that we have, we can, you know, understand each other a lot better because we
Yeah.
grew up the same way.
Yeah, that was super helpful. That
Yeah.
that helped me a lot. Your family helped me feel like super comfortable, and like going there was super easy. Like I never had to be like, oh, and like I like going there, so I never had to be like, oh, we gotta
Yeah.
go over there again.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So that has been a blessing in
Yeah.
our relationship.
Yeah, I think both ways. We just feel like, nothing changed really. It's like, oh, we're going to our family's house, or.
Yeah, and your mom's super cool, and your dad's super cool. We actually lived with your dad for some time,
Yeah.
which was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
But we did that. But I think speaking in general about it, so the in-law situation and the extended family situation is pretty important. I feel like there's a lot of people who, when they first get together with their partner or whoever they're with, their soon-to-be wife or soon-to-be husband, I feel like it is important to a lot of people how much their mom or dad like their partner.
Mhm.
And if there's a clash there, I think there's going to be a clash in the relationship. And I think a lot of times that is a big issue in a relationship. So it could be a hurdle or it could be a blessing. And it's probably hard to navigate. Do you know, like, have you ever had to handle any type of like situation with the in-law or anything?
Not really anything too crazy. I just feel like also you need to keep I want to say keep your parents out of your relationship because it is you too, but I mean, I don't know. Are you dating for marriage or are you dating just to date? And I think that's a whole nother topic. So
Right. But yeah, I mean, if you're married, obviously, it says that you leave
Yeah.
your parents and you become one with your spouse. So like definitely you probably distance yourself a little bit, and then they shouldn't have so much pull, but like everybody has that.
We're so blessed too that our parents, both of our parents and both of our sides of family are for both of us,
Yeah.
They're for marriage.
Right.
So that's a blessing in itself. They want to see us succeed. They want us to love each other, They want the whole family dynamic to work. And also, our family comes together, Like we celebrate things together with all of us. Or
Right.
we go to your parents' house and have Bible study with my mom and my sister. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we are all so connected, so close knit. And everybody doesn't have that, which is sad. But I feel like it's just important to, I don't know, make sure you have
Yeah.
those connections, try to understand that no one's going to be perfect, right? But put in
Right.
the work. I'm not like, an in-law for anybody yet, like
Yeah.
mother-in-law, but I would hope that, I just would say just love them. Just
Right.
lead with love and keep the judgments aside. If they ask for your opinion, go ahead and give it,
Be
but
open. Be open-minded.
be open-minded, yeah,
Yeah.
100%. But don't just put your opinion in there and be like so forthcoming, just lead with love.
Right. Yeah.
And for the kids to be open-minded too and lead with love also, because you want to make those relationships work, especially if you plan to have children and you want your grandparents or, your children's grandparents to be a part of their life.
Right.
That's super important.
Right.
And you don't want to mess with that connection.
Right.
Like, I feel like that's a blessing.
For sure. Could you imagine if I didn't like your family?
Yeah.
And like how much
That
we
was super
actually go over there?
important to me. Yeah,
Like-
that was super important to me. I don't even think I would be with you if you didn't like get along with my family, because I'm family oriented, and I think
Yeah.
that's super important. And I wanted to raise my daughter in an atmosphere where she has family and she's loved from all sides. Like I love to take my child over to your mom's house and be loved on, and take my child to my grandma's house and be loved on, and take her to my mom's house and be loved on. I think that's so important
Right.
that she's getting love from everywhere.
Right. I mean, they say it takes a village.
It takes a village.
It takes a village.
really does.
So super important.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we covered that right there. So this is probably going to be the last topic for this episode, and we'll try to end it on a good note. This is the importance of date nights and keeping the romance alive. Yeah. So yeah, I think for me, I mean, I love date nights. I don't know where I learned about keeping a date night weekly or whatever. I feel like it's something that we started doing pretty like
Ever since we
yeah.
ever since we met,
yeah, as soon as we met, like we were having
was
date nights like
every weekend hanging
Oh.
out.
should we I guess story time. There you go. How did we
Story
meet? How did we meet
time.
and like how
That's
did
too
that
long.
go?
Isn't that like an introduction video or something? Like,
Did we talk about it in the introduction?
no, that's a whole nother video for a whole nother time.
A whole nother video for a whole nother time.
It's too long. It's too good.
But it is, to me, I feel like date nights are super important because, and this is, I mean, if you're dating, you should be dating. But like, this is more so, I guess, for when you're married, to keep a date night, to keep things fresh, to keep conversations, to, you know, ask your partner how they're doing, to actually get, you know, in their emotions and have spaces to be vulnerable and things like that. I feel like date nights are important for that and to keep it fun. Like you want to have fun nights where you guys can just enjoy, kick back, do something you like together and just pretend you're kids for a little bit.
That's
You
super
know?
cute.
Like
Pretend your kids for a little
pretend your
bit. I
kids
love
for a
that.
little bit. So
Disregard all your responsibilities and just have fun. That's
Yeah.
super cool.
yeah. So what's your favorite date night, babe?
My favorite date night?
Yeah, your favorite date night. What would you do on your date night?
Man, babe, I would take it back.
Take a
You
break?
know, my favorite dates with you.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know if this is cheesy, but just being in the car,
Uh-huh.
hanging out,
Yeah.
having a good time,
Yeah.
you know, listening to music, vibing, talking. Like,
Yeah. Good times.
I love that.
Yeah. Those were great times.
Yeah.
Great
Driving
times.
around, you know?
Yeah.
Car
Car-
nights are fun.
Car dates were fun.
Yeah, car dates were
Driving
fun.
around, cruising, not having really a destination. Or
Yeah, Anthony lived in Ohio. I guess this is important to say. Anthony lived in Ohio. I
And-
did not.
and
So,
we're currently living in Michigan. We're both from Michigan.
yeah, we're both from Michigan.
But at the time when we met,
Anthony
was
was living in Ohio. Yeah.
All right.
And so we had a lot of car nights, a lot of car date nights. And those were super special. I feel like we really got to know
Aw.
each other and we had just such a good time. We vibed in that, you know, season.
Oh
It
yeah.
was dope.
Super dope. Hold on, let me see if this works for that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's me having fun with the sound effects,
That's
guys.
cute, babe. Oh my god.
Oh. But
That
yeah.
sounded like Cinderella or something.
Yeah. So let's tie this to something biblical.
Yeah.
I guess. So
Let's do it.
I got a scripture here that kind of talks to that or speaks to that. Ecclesiastes 9:9. It says, "Enjoy life with your wife,
Ooh.
whom you love,
Yeah.
all the days of this meaningless life that God has given you under the sun." By the way, Ecclesiastes, he was very dramatic. All right. So in other
Hey,
versions,
that drama is good.
I'm just saying, like when he says this meaningless life,
Yeah.
in some of the versions, it says the translation for that is like life is like a vapor, like it passes quickly.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not like it's meaningless.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like some people interpret it as meaningless. All right. So let's say all the days of this, you know, super fast life that God has given you under the sun, all your super fast days, for this is your lot in life and in your toilsome labor under the sun.
Yeah, basically enjoy it while it's here, right?
Exactly. So
I like that.
enjoy life with your wife,
Yeah.
whom you love.
Enjoy life
'Cause-
with your wife.
Enjoy life
I like that.
with your wife.
Hey, 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 hey. I can get with that.
You can go with that?
Yeah,
Oh, man. So, yeah. Do we wrap that up?
I think so.
Is that an episode of...
Little faith, lot of love.
Oh, you know what we should do? Hold up. Your mom told us that we had to have some catchphrases at the end. Do you have that? Can you pull that up just so we can say it?
Yeah.
One time? Do you remember it?
Yeah, I do.
All right, guys. So that is it for episode 3 of A Little Faith, A Lot of Love podcast. Just remember that faith is a noun. So make it an action.